welcome, my Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need read for this full moon in September to new moon in October 2021? I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle, the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Hi, hey my gems. Hope you know you are not just being outrageous, not just truly outrageous, truly outrageous, as you are the mutable air signs of the zodiac. And Mercury's going to be going retrograde during this full moon to new moon next. So pay attention. I did not write down what sign it is, and if it's retrograding into another, I usually try and keep an eye on that. Didn't this time. So if you know, comment below. I will certainly mention it in the next videos. That being said, if you are new to the channel, we're doing a 7-card draw shadow read. Shadow work, right? From the full moon to the new, the waning moon, boop, 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 right? Letting go, releasing, alchemizing, forgiving, you know, the tricky stuff. Certainly can be. And 7-card draw just means 1 card from 7 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about that you need to be aware of. What do I need read, right? What is the shadow work I need to do involving myself, someone else? My career can be anything. That's why you want to check your other signs to get more about the situation we're about to look at, or perhaps another thing entirely that you might need to do some waning moon work with. If you'd like a private reading with me, easy enough to do. Did a video on it. It's called Booking a Reading with Mal. It's in the description box. Check it out, along with my book, Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, should you be so interested. There's Vimeo on demand stuff on there, and Thursday nights, 7:30 p.m. Eastern to 9:30 p.m. Eastern, I am doing a non-sequential Path of True Love class. Non-sequential, you can jump in whenever you want. I walk in with a couple of topics, and for 2 hours, we talk about the path. There's always prayer, meditation, all that stuff. Lord knows I have divination systems around me when I do it, so can even pull some cards for people as we go. I guess other than that, all the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box if you would care to check them out. Otherwise, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will. I certainly will do the same to get you the clarity, the guidance, and the grace that I can, that I've been training my whole life doing this stuff. So may this be the best reading I've ever given. Not the best reading I'll ever give, but the best I've ever given. Please take a nice deep breath. Lovely little breathwork meditation thing with a cup of coffee right before this, so I'm ready to rock and roll as I call upon my collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, as well as the spirit animals and totems. For the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading for a waning moon read, where their ruling planet, along with Virgo, Mercury, will be going retrograde, and we know there's so much. There's so much on that subject. A lot of it untrue, but that definitely a thread of wisdom to be learned in any retrograde. So please, using the Caroline Myss archetype deck, what is the dominant 8th chakra archetype? The soul power being healed, really, improved, refined, alchemized from lead to gold, shadow to light, pain to peace, toxic to healthy. That they need to, you know, this is hovering over them. This is going to be in everything they do in some way. Can be someone that they're dealing with. What is that pattern, the dominant archetype for them this full to new? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Taurus just got this, the Fool card. Now, here's the deal. You saw how long I shuffled. I'm shuffling while I'm saying hello to you. So I'm going to suggest maybe take a look at the Taurus read as well, which was a lovely read. And interestingly enough, the blessing at the end with the Blessed Bee cards was a blessing on a friendship. It was a lovely read. Interesting. So look, this isn't the Fool about being an idiot. This is different. I want you to think like the royal court, the role that the Fool played. It's a masculine family archetype, has nothing to do with bodily gender, but it is about from the inner out, right? Yin is from the outer in, receptive, this is active, different than the action family of archetypes. The shadow, using humor to wound rather than liberate, was raised with that, working on it. Denial of your emotional truth, which is how we cover things up. We put on this mask, right? In that way. Different really than the clown archetype, mind you. Because clowns is just a different game. You know what I mean? Okay. The light attribute. Fearlessly revealing emotion. Right? Now there you really get the vibe of the Fool card in the tarot. Right? That leap of faith to fearlessly express your emotion rather than denying them. Helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. And you have to look. The Fool in the royal court was the only one who could speak truth without getting beheaded. Because he did it with humor. Yeah. A very, very powerful role. Weird Sisters, Terry Pratchett. That's not the first place I learned about it. Oh, Commedia dell'arte, Harlequin. The original Harley Quinn. All right, let's go. Daughters of the Moon Tarot. We're going to look at the next 4 chakras down. This is mystical power, right? Don't try and figure it out. Just live through the lesson, right? Do the shadow work. But this would be spiritual power, mental power, willpower, choices, decisions, and emotional power. So this is usually where the shadow work goes down, psychological, spiritual, YouTube meditation to do shadow work, whatever it is that you're doing. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my goddesses of air and the sign of Gemini, powers of the East. Please, one card in clarity for the Gemini collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. Alchemizing the Fool archetype in some way, shape, or form, even if they are dealing with someone who is being foolish, revealing their emotions about that, right? It's all holographic. It's all a soul pattern, alchemizing their own lead to gold, no matter what anybody else does. So what's the heart, third eye crown dynamic for them? This full to new, the dreamer, the Fool card in the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Come on. The Aries reading was like this too. It was just like I could have just dealt those 7 cards on the table, showed them to you. You would have figured it out, right? This is the dreamer, a little bit different than jumping off the cliff. I love this image. A maiden, one would think. I guess she looks like one. I don't know. I didn't ask her. At a riverbend with her horse, right? Tracing patterns in the water, dreaming, like setting things into motion. Not quite the magician, the witch, which in this deck is the magician card. So this can be about you really not just thinking about it. It's a major arcana card. That's fire, earth, air, and water. The vibe I'm getting about this is that there is a new thing that you want. You're kind of in your heart, third eye crown is creative intuition. So it is that, you're thinking about it, you're feeling about it, you're chewing on it, right? You're getting some inspiration, information, choice, decision, emotion, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But now here's the thing. The risk is about expressing how you really feel. Now you are a Gemini, 3rd house, right? So fearlessly revealing emotion may not be your gig, but communication is, right? I would draw the exception for Gemini moons. I've dealt with a shit ton of Gemini moons. Don't date Gemini moons, Mark. Because it's all in there, all the feelings are in there, but they have sometimes trouble getting it out there. So there's definitely an interesting interplay here, but definitely the Fool is a theme. Ugh, if this comes up, the Fool too. Dionysus card, let's see. This will be the lower 3 chakras. This is really where relationships come into play in the external world. Root chakra is tribal dynamics, families, groups, organizations. 2nd chakra is umbilical, if you want to think of it that way, right? One-on-one relationships, your relationships with other people, your relationships with money, because money is one energy field. You have a relationship with money. And then the solar plexus is your relationship with yourself, your self-esteem, your honor code, what you will and what you won't, what you do and what you don't. Breathe. Yeah, the downloads are coming fast for you. Here we go. Please, my gods of air. Oh, a very different vibe. The gods of air in the sign of Gemini, please. Powers of the East. One card in clarity. For the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, alchemizing the Fool archetype with the Dreamer. The Fool within. What do you got for them? For the outside looking in at them, or them at the inside looking out at something in the physical world, and absolutely can be holographic, can be all of that, this full to new. This is the third reading in a row where there's only 2 tarot cards hitting the table from 2 different decks where everybody's got major arcana. You're all getting major arcana. You got the Chariot card here. I don't know, feels like fearlessly revealing something, right? Harnessing the forces of the light horse and the dark horse, the light horse inspiration, the dark horse motivation, the carrot and the stick, right? I do it every morning. We all do. It's like some mornings I wake up, it's all white horse or light horse. I'm just like, oh God, I say my prayers. Let's go do readings. Other mornings, it's like, oh my God, all right, well, I've got readings to do today, and I got a client. Come on, get your shit together, right? So that's why it's a Cancerian card. Those emotional motivations. I mean, you're in major arcana territory here. Well, there's a lot of astrology going on here. I mean, there always is. But like, for instance, 2 days after the full moon is Mabon, autumnal equinox, right? So we're going into the real dark part of the year, the dark quarter. Mercury goes retrograde Monday, the 27th of September to the 8th of October, a Monday to a Monday. New moon, yeah, sure, on Wednesday, the 6th at 7:08 a.m., but then Pluto goes direct the same day, 2:29 p.m. So it's a lot. There's a lot going on here. Ugh, Mercury retrograde. Here we go. Oh, are we talking about comebacks and come-arounds? People from the past returning? Probably. Just don't sign any contracts. Breathe. As I call upon the Ascended Masters, and I don't necessarily think this is automatically a soul contract, but there probably is something of that nature going on here, so we're going to stick with, please, the General Assembly of Ascended Masters. Please, what is the perfect healing mantra for them, particularly for an air sign, to get them through this, to help them with this shadow work from the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck? Alchemizing the Fool on the inner, the Dreamer on the inner, with the Chariot on the outers. Definitely outer motion, probably them moving forward quickly or someone moving towards them. I feel like it's the former, not the latter. So please, what's their perfect healing mantra this full to new? Greeting wellness. Balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. So I know this card. I'm not reading from the bookie book because the last 2 cards have bookie books and they're a little long. So just to keep it funny, keep it sunny, keep it gay. Greeting wellness. This card is about balance. This is about making sure you're hydrated, right? Get the physical in balance, in space, balance, right? Not in balance. Make sure you're getting rest, you're eating right, you're taking care of the physical vehicle, which the soul is learning its lessons, having its experiences through the personality and the ego, trying to figure out what's going on, and the ego kicking and screaming all the way, but that's okay too. That's part of the process. So, a life of infinite miracles, that sounds like a pretty good deal. Balance is the key to a life of infinite miracles. Thank you, Matt Kahn. But everybody's means of balance is different, right? It's like you can try so many different things to find balance, but if there are miracles you are looking for here, and of course there are different definitions of miracles. A miracle, dictionary, textbook, miracle is something that defies natural law. Oh, parting of the Red Sea. Water into wine. Walking on water. Seems to be a lot of water in miracles in general in those stories. As somebody who was, on their deathbed and is totally healed, totally cured. Right, that. But then there is that miracle, the Course in Miracles miracle, if you're into it, which is really about forgiveness, but quantum forgiveness, not that stuff we were raised with, unless you were raised with a family who understood quantum forgiveness, and then why are you watching YouTube channel? Kidding. So why not, right? You're balancing your motivation, and I really feel like this is you charging forward, grabbing the reins, and not just in one, afternoon. This is about, it feels like your life in general, this full energy of stepping into a whole new life, one that I feel like you've been contemplating and dreaming about as a Gemini. There might be time to actually do the shadow work to put this into place, and it's good to know. It's like, all right, let's get everything in balance, including the bank balance, right? At least know where everything is. No tea, no shade, no shame. Get your life in order, but in particularly in your physiology, your emotional health, your mental health. And it sounds like a lot of work, but really you start to work a little bit on one, and the other ones kind of shift. That's holistic health. It's holographic. Boogie, oogie, oogie. This is so stupid. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. All right. Higher selves. We're going to keep this within your energy field at the moment until otherwise, because this is the party turner deck. If this is about romance or anything like that, this is pretty much your last shot to see it come up. So please take a nice deep breath. Check your other signs. Ding, as I call upon the higher selves of all involved, keeping that door open there for second, third chakra doors open there, please. The higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above. One card in clarity, a whisper of love for the Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, that overall I feel like they're about to really move forward here, alchemizing the Fool, revealing how they feel fearlessly at the best, right? The gold level of that with how they feel, but jumping off a cliff here, the dreamer, the dream they have, the life that they want, who they really want to be, grabbing the reins of the chariot and getting their motivation and their inspiration, their emotions in balance, and creating wellness, because balance is the key to life, the key to their life of infinite miracles. So what's the whisper of love? What's the information, inspiration, insight they need this full to new? Have patience. Love is patient and kind, always, which is part of balance. It's almost like you could say the Temperance card, these two together. You put this greeting wellness with patience in there. It's like the Temperance card. I like that. So even though it may go fast, have patience. Have patience with yourself. Have patience with the dream. Right? It's like too hot not to cool down. Don't burn yourself out with this. Well, particularly if you're busting a move in your life, like in a big way, into something brand new, take the shadow period. Mercury's going to go retrograde. Be patient with yourself. Make sure the documents are right. Correct. I guess that's what I want to say. Find a Virgo. Find a Virgo. Maybe you have a planet in it somewhere. Virgo and Uranus, whatever. And I'm a Virgo. I'm allowed to say that. We could be a little anal. And keep things in balance and have patience. And this feels lovely. Like none of this feels calamitous, as far as tarot goes. I mean, are you going to reveal how you feel or not? You may be afraid of looking the fool, but I think I said this in the Taurus read. Carolyn May said, of the three controlling fears, the first is the fear of humiliation. And she said, if you're really afraid, if that fear is controlling you, I hope you are humiliated as soon as possible so you realize you lived through it. I was like, our fear of what other people think, right? And the grace of humility, in my book, Words of Grace, and I learned this from Carolyn Mace, which also rhymes, the grace of humility is the shield against humiliation, because it's acknowledging, I know that I don't know, but I'm willing to be shown. I'm doing the best that I can, but I know that I don't know. That's why I call it the maiden grace. The innocent of the three, the maiden, the mother, the crow, we're all innocent. What's the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy DeMarco, because I love her name. It's a great deck, though. A lot of info in it and microscopic font, so I'll do my best. Let's talk to the totems and the spirit animals. Takes a minute. Breathe. The totemic plane's a little different. As I respectfully and lovingly call upon the collective pantheon of totems and spirit animals. It's very pre-verbal. Please feel my love, feel my intent. One card in clarity from the Divine Animals Oracle, please, for the Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. Who walks with them? What is the magic that is there in their energy field that will most likely be revealed walking every step of the way with them through this shadow work? With the Fool and the Dreamer and the Chariot, greeting wellness and happy patience, which says it all. This full moon to new moon next. Who walks with them, beloved pantheons of totems? The Lioness, meow. Oh, beautiful, beautiful card. Beautiful, I'll show you. Protection. Well. The Lioness, you just gotta check her out. Look at her all throne. Well, my last name is Lyons. Someday I'm gonna get around to that video why I am the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. Blame my mother, she named me. Let me read this one for you. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Card number 21. Protection. The Lioness. I mean, very high priestess sitting with an ankh in her lap. Ankh. What did I say? 21. Here we go. Card number 21. The Lioness. Protection. You are strongly protected right now. You are invited to embrace your authenticity and to be unafraid to wisely express your emotions. If you don't believe me, buy the deck and read it. I mean, I would put this on Instagram if enough people were following me there for that it would make a difference. Other people would be like, who cares? To protect others, we must learn to develop strength in ourselves and to know the power of restraint, which is what real power involves. Hold on. That is exactly what we're talking about here with keeping yourself in balance, restraint, doing what you know to do your basics, brush your teeth, comb your hair, shave your head, whatever it is that you do, you know, clean underwear every day, you know, eat right, exercise, sleep, drink water, forever, who knows, but definitely for this 2-week period here, and just have patience. You are protected, and literally fearlessly revealing emotion. Double whammy as far as I'm concerned. We're gonna skip past the mythos and the animal, it's so much information. Let's look at the magic. This is my channel, not yours. The magic. If you have ever seen a lioness in the wild, you will immediately understand the nature of the magic of this magnificent feline. Lionesses are hugely powerful and work as teams to bring down prey and protect the young. This contrast of lethal power and tender protectiveness is the key to lioness magic. I was born with it. Or maybe it's Maybelline. I don't use Maybelline. Not that I wouldn't, I just don't. Plug into lioness magic in situations when you need responsible power and when you may need some help in restraining destructive energy such as rage. Well, it does come with the deadly sin of wrath and the heart chakra, doesn't it? But courage, right? It's very, very heart chakra here. You are protected to reveal how you feel here. People may not like it. That doesn't the protection isn't going to necessarily change their opinion about what you're going through. But that this is about you being brave and bold and wiser, strong. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold. You know the song. I saw the demographics on my channel. You know that song. I know the age range. You're predominantly female. You know that song. This is very, very powerful to have the lion walking with you. Hello every day here. I'm not allowed to be inauthentic anymore. Just I get migraines. It's not worth it. Be truthful, right? What is your dream? Welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream, right? What is this move that you want to bust? Because you're going to bust it. And by the way, this is Ares, the god of war in the chariot. Sorry to not mention that. So this is fierce, yet balanced and patient. Maybe more Eastern warrior than Western. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more, you know what I mean? A little bit more, you know, rock and roll, right? Because it's not like lionesses are tearing up the tundra all day long. They're sitting there watching, right? Fierce. I ain't no glamour boy, well I am. But I'm fierce. Let's get your last card down. We start with the collective pantheons with Carolyn Mace. We end with the collective pantheons with the mystical, it's hard to say at the moment, mystical Celtic blessing cards to rich and empower, blessed be. And who is it by? Who's it by, my malcontents? Lucy Cavendish. Ugh, I love her so. Her and Stacey Tamako. I wonder if they know each other. Too many speech classes, too many dialect classes. What can I tell you? You never lose wisdom. So this is the blessing that comes out of this in the shadow work, right? The blessing that's already here. It's not that they're gonna give you the blessing. There's a blessing in everything from the soul and the higher self's point of view. So please take a nice deep breath. Because I love reading these with power at the end. Why not give a blessing with the reading? As I call upon my collective pantheons of the divine, every lineage, every culture, even starseeds, if that's what they're into, please, right, the extraterrestrials, whatever, please, one card in clarity for, well, they're Geminis. The Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, please. What is the blessing in all of this that they will, if they know about, will most likely be able to embrace? Alchemizing this fool in archetype into gold, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy, which is really a Gemini trait, to see things differently, right? One twin can make the other twin laugh there. With the dreamer on the inner, the Fool card, there's something that they want. There's a new life calling to them. It is a soul thing. It's not just their imagination. And with the Chariot on the outer, that's gotta be them. Well, either this new life charging towards them or them charging towards this new life. That's a general read for you, but that's why greeting wellness, that the miracles they seek come from balance, because the life of infinite miracles, mind you, comes from balance. Yet they are to have patient, not the stronghold of the Gemini collective, but love is patient and kind always. So to be loving to themselves when they're impatient, because sometimes there's nothing to do but wait. And with this lioness, this protective animal, spirit, totem, vibe of fierce, yet also very tender, protecting their dream, perhaps protecting their heart, their new life, but really not putting up with shit from anybody either, right? To reveal their emotions, how they really feel, what they really want, what motivates and inspires them. What is the blessing in all of this, please, my beloved pantheons of the divine for the Gemini collective, this full to new? Oh. It's the Liam Neeson card. Look, it's Liam Neeson. It's Liam Neeson with horns, with woof. We're just gonna call this the woof. There are a couple of them in here. I'm gay, if you didn't know, by the way. I'm sorry, the accent didn't give me away. Oh my goodness gracious! A blessing for good men and fathers. Finally using this for its actual intended purpose. Let's read this. Card number 13. If that's not Liam Neeson, I mean, did he sit for it? Does he know? Someone should tell him. Someone should tell Liam Neeson. Nice rack. Oh my god. Okay, card number 15. That's why you keep coming back. Yeah, the intuitive and the spiritual teaching, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you come for the humor. You come for the tarot. Use the day for the humor. You want. If you met my family, you'd understand. Here, let me read the micro print and then give the blessing. Please take a nice deep breath. All right. I will take this seriously. Card number 13, a blessing for good men and fathers. A blessing for the men, the good men, who do the essential work for themselves, for each other, for their families, for their communities. We need good men. Mars needs good men. We need good men, loving fathers, fully flowered in their masculinity. May you be blessed with the healing of any wounds you hold and hide within. May you allow yourself to be as vulnerable and tender in the care of your young, the young. May you be blessed with the strength of your own untainted power and open up to the great abilities that lie within you, beneath the muscle and sinew and grit and stoic face you show the world. Woof. May you be blessed and be open-hearted in love, intelligent in your alliances, honorable in your agreements, and courageous when you must stand and resist the challenges that may come to you. May you receive the blessings of opening yourself to your own immense internal beauties, refusing to identify only with the shadow which swallows so many good men. Instead, when you meet the darkness within, let it be understood, acknowledged, and honored, healed, and transformed. And thus may you turn away from stereotypes and become your true self, like in shadow work. May all men be blessed as they do this sacred work. To every man may you be a brother, and with every honorable act of care and compassion and protection and nurture, may you be more blessed. For you are precious to us all, and you father us all. It is not through the bonds of biology, but through the strands of connection, for all men are our brothers. May you show the next men how to father themselves, and thus continue the evolution of our humanity. To all men who have literally had the blessing of children, may your nurture be blessed. To all men who raise and rear other men's children, may you be most blessed. To the good men and the good fathers, for showing the many possibilities of how a man can be a good in a very real deep way, offering us all a well of wisdom from which to drink, a fire of protection and love by which to warm oneself, and the endless love of the sea in which we are reborn. May your gifts to the world return to you threefold, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So let it be. So it is. That's really touching. Look, doesn't matter your gender on this. This is about healthy father energy. God the Father, your actual biological father, symbolic fathers, fathering yourself. Oh, such a discussion about mothering yourself. What does it mean to father yourself? Well, maybe it is about, this fearlessly revealing emotion, and laughing at the hypocrisy of it, because you got a dream inside of you, a new life that you want, and you're grabbing the reins here, but you're keeping it in balance. You're doing it healthy. You're being loving and patient with yourself. You're being protective and fierce and tender. And whether this is your father energy, because everybody's got mother-father energy. I'm a father of a company. I'm a mother to cats, all right? Hello? Right? We are all of that and a side of fries. It is all within us. We are every woman. It's all in us. But certainly the shadow work there, it seems like with those major arcana cards, this is about perhaps your fear of humiliation, and who gives a rat's ass. You do you. You came in to fulfill a role, and I've been saying this to people for decades. I didn't incarnate for you. I incarnated for all of us. Thank you very much. So the more authentic you are and you heal, the faster and more graceful we all heal. Yeah, under grace and in perfect ways. What a magnificent reading, my beloved Geminis. You do you. Reach out if you want a reading. Read my book if you like it. Otherwise, seriously, wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this shadow work. Full to new. Good luck. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.